What's up, my dudes? My name is Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. So I've got about 6 silver bullets running through me right now, dude. And I was definitely born in the Rockies, so let's get in here. I'm just going to be farting around on some of these stock tracks on Reflex. And these, a lot of people don't understand that I rode on these tracks so much. Like all of your stock Reflex tracks, I can tell you every inch of every section of every spot of any of these tracks right here. Ooh! Whoa, definitely not showing it here, but yeah, we're 6 brewskis deep right now, so never really made a video like this, but I played a metric shitload of Reflex 6 beers deep before, so like the console version is just so different from the PC version. I don't even think you can compare the two. Like they're so different that I honestly don't really think you can even compare them. That's how different they are. Like every aspect of them is different. The way the bike feels, the way the leaning is, all of that stuff just feels different. Woo, baby. Look at what I can do in this console version, bitches. You guys don't even have a clue, dude. Like, I was good at the console version of Reflex, okay? I wasn't good at the... I didn't even know what the hell the PC version was. Oh, my God. Racing with my buddies, like... See, that's a side of me that you guys don't even really understand. Like, Spencer Turley back in high school, I was the dude, you know? It's all this, what's up, my dudes, and all this kind of shit. That all came from high school, you know? Like, high school, and when I think back to it, like, it's weird, but it was almost the same as how YouTube is. Like, I had a following in high school like I do on YouTube. Like, everyone, like, knew Spencer Turley. I was almost like this famous kid in high school. I mean, it was crazy just because of the parties and the, like, just the way I was and the, you know, walking down the hallway saying, what's up, my dudes? I mean, it was like this whole thing, and I was like, live it to the fullest and don't give a fuck about anything else. And that is me, like, to the core. But ever since I got out of high school, it kind of got, like, I don't know, mellowed down a little bit. It kind of got, like, watered down a little bit because all my buddies kind of went off to college, and I did go and hang out at a college for a little while and just kind of hung out there and did some parties and stuff there. But as far as, oh, my God, I forgot something. Shit, boys, I was supposed to have this rocking the whole video here, but, well, that's what happens sometimes, but, okay. Yeah, so, like, you know, I was, like, big, like, into get everybody around, let's all hang out, you know, let's all have a party, like, that was the, people look at parties as such a negative thing, and it can be at times, but man, we're all just trying to have fun. We're all just trying to hang out. You know, that's 90% of parties out there. That's all they're trying to do. So it's like, let the kids be kids every once in a while. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. But yeah, it's funny how I like have this YouTube thing now, which is sort of like my fame in a sense. But like before I had the YouTube channel, like just me being in high school was my fame, you know? It's kind of funny how that like switches and swaps around. Like when you're in high school, it's all about proving you're the man. You can party harder than anybody else and all this kind of stuff. And then once everyone leaves out of high school, it's like, what the hell do you do? You know, everything changes. Everyone goes to college and stuff like that. And like I said, I hung out in at a college for a little while, but then that kind of stopped. I mean, that was fun. It was cool, but you know, that kind of stopped for a minute. So it's, I just been chilling for like a year or two. Haven't really been doing too much. It's just kind of been Spencer Turley's life. So I'm trying to get back into the fun Spencer Turley. Like I'm telling you guys, you don't even realize it. You don't even realize what I do. Some of these DLC tracks, wrote a shitload on those. Just like some of the, like, okay, let me put it to you like this. So I would say probably 90% of your like Twitch streamers, YouTubers, all that kind of stuff, 80 or 90% of them require alcoholic beverages to, you know, have their comedy effect in their videos. I guarantee you, like, way more of them than you think, like, go ahead and chug 3 or 4 beers before they even get on video footage ever. Like, every single time they're on video footage, they're drunk to some degree. I'm telling you, that's probably the way it is. I'm not saying every single one of them. I'm just saying there's a lot of them out there that rely on the alcohol side of it to be, like, funny, you know? And I never wanted it, for me, I never wanted it to be like that. I never wanted it to be where I had to, even though that was me, like, I was known as the kid that was, like, partying and it was fun and we were drinking and, like, I was known as that dude, but, like, I just, as far as the YouTube thing, I never wanted to have to totally rely on it, you know? I never wanted it to be one of those things where it was like, I had to have it. So I kind of went to, like, the tea side of stuff, but it's, see, like, you guys don't even know the comedy side of a drunk Spencer Turley. You guys ain't even got a clue on that. Like, what you guys have seen, like, has all been sober Spencer Turley. So the drunk Spencer Turley is like that times 10, okay, comedy-wise, and people just don't get it. So I'm going to try to go in here and do some more videos like that. It's just fun, you know, man. Life's short. Like, that's my biggest motive to try to get across to people is, like, life is just so fucking short. You don't care about the little things, man. It's not that big of a deal. It's just crazy, but I love all these stock tracks, man. They hold a close place in my heart. It's, like, Reflex stock tracks on 360, dude. Ugh, the amount of laps. I can't even, woo! Love that little underhang right there. The amount of laps I put in, literally, on every single one of these stock tracks is unfathomable. It's unfathomable. I had every single, like, Big Daddy quad line figured out. I had every single, you know, I would be hitting shit that my buddies were like, what the hell? How do you even do that? You know, you'd have to, like, rail around the outside and hit some wide-ass open to quad over like a weird, it'd be like supposed to be like a main triple, but you end up quadding it or something like that. I don't really show my skills too much now in Reflex just because it's been so long since I played it. Like, people don't understand. I haven't really sat down and played Reflex in, like, 3 or 4 years, ever since I got into MX Simulator. And when you don't play the game for that long, it's not to say that you suck at the game, it's just you haven't played it. Like, you're at the ultimate rusty stage that you can possibly be in the game. And that's kind of how I've been with Reflex for a good amount of time now. Like, I've just been super rusty and never really got the true hang of, like, the PC version. It's a little different, and you know, like, see, you can see me starting to feel it with this console version here. Man, it like, if you just sat me down for a good solid day, 24 hours on this game, I could have the whole game completely figured out and looked like I was professional at the game again, you know, but I don't have the time to do that. Like, my time is put into playing simulator, because it's funny, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, my Reflex turned into simulator once I got into MX Simulator. All my time was put into this game, and my skill gap and all that stuff was put into this game, but once I found MX Simulator, then it just all went to MX Simulator. So that's kind of how that happened. And a lot of people just think, oh, I suck at Reflex and I don't understand arcade games, shit like that. It's like, dude, you don't get it. Like, I've completely quit that to play a more skill gap game. That's what's happened here. It's not that I've never played Reflex and I don't understand it and I suck at it or whatever. You could say I'm rusty at it now just because I haven't played it in so long, but I still like to come back and, you know, play the game and enjoy it and do all that kind of stuff. But anyone that talks about a skill gap in an arcade game, when you compare a simulator to that as well, is just silly to a certain extent, because they're just not even comparable as far as skill gaps goes. Like, a simulator is just another world of skill gap in comparison to an arcade motocross game. They're just totally different. You know, you can't really compare them, but Yeah, dude, I'm planning on going in here and doing some more of these drunk style videos. It's going to be a different experience, you know, and especially when I get more used to making videos like this, it'll be cool. But, like, you might as well be 6 beers drunk at least. I'm talking minimum to before you start trying to make a video like this. I did the MX Simulator drunk video with like 3 beers deep, and even though I drank them really quick, it's still not like 6 beers. You know, 3 beers quite a bit different than 6 beers. But it's all in how fast you drink them. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. If you drink 3 beers over 3 hours, that's not really going to be that drunk by the end of that. But if you drink, let's just say 3 beers in like 30 minutes, then you're going to be feeling some shit. So it just all depends on how much you drink, how quick you drink it, all that kind of stuff, and everyone's different. I used to have buddies back in high school that could drink 2 beers and they were totally fucked for the whole night. I don't know how they did that, but like with me, I was always more of your standard kind of like tolerance level. Like, you know, I could have 4, 5, 6 beers, be feeling pretty good, you know, be like that normal 6-pack kind of feeling, and then I'd get like up in the 8, 9, 10s, and I'd be feeling really, really, really good. And then I'd go like 11, 12, 13, 14. Now I'm fucked, you know, and then kind of like through those tiers like that. And so that's kind of how I was. I wasn't like necessarily a super heavyweight, but I wasn't, I mean, I was a super heavyweight when I drank a lot because obviously my tolerance got more at that point, but I wasn't like super lightweight either. I was like your standard. I didn't have any sway either way. I was just like a normal dude. When you look up the books on how drunk you should probably get off of a certain amount of beers, that's pretty much me, you know. Like 1 beer, you know, you can feel it sometimes, but other times not that big of a deal. And 2 beer, 3 beer, 4 beer, 5 beers, and then 6, it's like, okay, yeah, really feeling it. 7, 8, it's like, oh, okay, now we're having a good time. That's like 9, 10, woo, shit's going crazy, dude. Love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And then you go to 11, 12, 13, 14, it's like, whoa, I'm way too fucked up, let's go to bed. So that's kind of how I am with that. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just played around on some stock track action. So either way, I appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.